you see me? Can you hear me? I don't think I can hear you. Could you please just quickly text me on Slack if you can hear me and see me? Okay, great. So I can't hear you or see you. So whatever I get through Instagram will be the only thing I can hear and see. So just keep that in mind because I have another option. On the other hand, I will get ready with Instagram now. Live. Okay, good enough. And if you ever need to like, tell me something quickly, urgently, just drop it to me on Slack because I put all other devices on DND for now. So, yeah. ठीक है. Do I need to change anything for Microsoft Teams, or I'll just put it on running and I'll keep it aside?
No, I think we're good with
I'm ready
Teams.
for Teams.
Yep.
Lighting is fine. Audio is fine.
Yep. So
Exposure seems fine as well.
awesome. So I think just start with Insta.
Okay, I'm starting Instagram now.
Cool.
Just give me a thumbs up. I'll start Instagram.
Where is, how do we see?
I'm live on Instagram. You can join in.
Okay, now he's live on Insta, so I need to join in. How do I see him
So,
live on Insta?
Okay, tell me when you're ready on your side. I'll start as well. So hey, what's up guys? Akash here with TechRadar India, and today we are joining with TechRadar Middle East, our team from Dubai, and we'll be having a short discussion on the Note 20. So just give me a minute.
Hey, Akash, sorry, we're just having some technical difficulties over here. I can hear you from Instagram, but I'm trying to make sure if I can hear you on Teams as well, which is where you've kind of frozen. So I can't see or hear anything on Teams from you. If you can just set up that so we can start with the YouTube stream as well. Wait, let me just increase the volume from here while that's happening. You can join the Teams call. Are you not able to see that?
Perfect.
Let's go ahead and make sure everything
Okay,
is okay.
I'm final. I do that one. Let me fade out in here. I get started.
Okay. Can you hear me now, first of all?
Yes, loud and clear.
I can hear you, but your audio is a bit choppy. So having a hard time understanding what you're saying.
Or
Uh, no, sorry, I can't understand what you're saying. I'm trying to, but it just cuts off. The audio gets
uh,
very choppy.
is my audio bad on Instagram or is it bad on Teams or both?
On Teams, that's what I'm trying to. Sorry, guys, we're live stream here. I know that, but we're facing some technical difficulties. Just trying to sort the audio out.
Can you quickly check?
Let me see if I can hear you better on Instagram. All right, so I can hear you better on Instagram. Give me a sec. Let me see if we can just use audio from there. All right. Well, let's give this a shot. I can hear you. Hopefully, people can hear me. And the question is that can they hear Akash? Can you go ahead and say something?
Yeah, thank you for it. Second, I think my Teams is stuck, but Instagram might be perfect right now.
Yeah, you're frozen again on Teams. So unfortunately, people on that are listening to or watching this on YouTube and Facebook will just see a stuck face of yours while hearing me. Let's just go ahead with it. Hopefully you come back. Hopefully connections get sorted. But live streaming is always part science, part magic, and this is the part of the magic that doesn't always work. So that's fine.
Yeah, in case also, it's not that much. Just one way.
Cool, awesome. So let me just give a quick intro to people who probably can't hear you on YouTube and Instagram. So hi everyone, this is Abbas from TechRadar Middle East. Now TechRadar is a global band, and obviously, we have people all over the world: US, Europe, Australia, India, and today what we're doing is we're collaborating with TechRadar India, discussing the Galaxy Note 20. Hopefully you guys enjoy the stream, whatever works out of it. I know that we're facing some technical challenges. So in case you can't see or hear Akash on YouTube or on Facebook, I have him on Instagram as well. I'll try to sort of just, go over what we talked about here as well. But do follow us on Instagram. We're live on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, 3 channels right now. So just follow TechRadar on either one of those, and you should be good to go. Cool. So let's get started. How are you, Akash? I think few weeks is the right time frame, because if you look at the start of the year, we've had like a flagship phone every single month, whether it was from Huawei or OnePlus or Motorola or Samsung. Like it just kept coming one after the other. And you're right, we're sort of in a slow phase right now, but ready to sort of pick up again. We've got obviously the Galaxy Note 20 on August 5th. That's what fires off, the next round of smartphones, and then obviously a lot more to look forward to. So let's talk about the Galaxy Note 20. Let's start with the Unpacked event, which is scheduled for August 5th. What are we expecting in that event? What do you think we're going to see? So I'm actually hoping that they announce the new Fold as well at the event, at least give us a sneak peek of it. And that is definitely the phone that I'm super excited about. The first Fold that Samsung did was an interesting take. I mean, it was obviously one of the very first foldable devices, one of the very first real foldable devices. We had a couple of other no-name manufacturers come out with foldable phones before that, but I think Samsung did a decent job with the Fold. There were a few compromises that were made, but I'm hoping that the new one is, takes care of a lot of those issues that the Fold had. Hopefully comes up as a better device. But we're not here to talk about the Note here today. We're here to talk about the Galaxy Note 20. So let's start with that, and let's start with the Note 10. What were the one or two things from the Note 10 that you would have really liked to see updated on the Note 20? So I'm going to shoot you down on both of those requests that you have. Look, the Note 10 I thought was a beautiful product, and it was a new generation of design. Samsung generally carries two versions of the design, two subsequent years. So the Note 8 and 9 were very much identical in terms of design. Note 10 switched to the new gorgeous, beautiful design, and I'm expecting them to stick with it for the Note 20. Again, I think there was nothing wrong with the Note 10. In my opinion, it was one of the finest phones of last year. In fact, for 2019, the Note 10 was one of the top three phones that we sort of gave awards to. So I think the design is going to continue as the same. Exynos 990, I would love for them to change that as well, but the latest rumors do not point us in the right direction for that, unfortunately. And the gap that existed between the Snapdragon 865 and the Exynos 990 might get wider because apparently the US is going to get the Snapdragon 865 Plus. We're going to be probably stuck with the 990. I don't know. I guess, we'll find out what's official on August 5th. For me, I think the Note 10 was a fantastic device. I really enjoyed using it. Everything about it, from the massive screen to the beautiful design to the speed. Cameras were fine. There was nothing wrong per se. The only thing that I've gotten spoiled with over the last few phones is the refresh rate, where I think 120 hertz refresh rate is something that I'm hoping to see on the new Note. And, chances are that we might see that in at least one of the versions of the Note 20 that Samsung reveals. No, you're absolutely right. It does feel like a very much light version of the Note 20, the regular Note, that is, which honestly is a bit surprising because when you look at the Galaxy S20 series that was released in or announced in February, all three of them were pretty good devices. All of them had high refresh rates, good processors, fast processors, everything about them, like, glass packs. It was very, very, very premium devices across all three levels. Here, you're absolutely right, where the standard Note 20 feels very much like a cheapened device, with the plastic bag, with the 60 hertz refresh rate, which I'm a little sad about because, when it comes to curved screens versus flat screens, I actually prefer flat screens. For me in particular, when I am holding the phone, there's a good chance that I will accidentally tap some area of the screen when it's a curved screen. In fact, with some phones, it's been so bad, the screen sensitivity. Let me give you an example of the OnePlus 8 Pro. Twice I've had the phone go into airplane mode while I was talking to someone on the phone. So either my ears have a super weird shape, which just, the OnePlus phone doesn't like, or the screen is so sensitive where, it just taps accidentally where it shouldn't have. And that, I think, is a problem with a lot of curved phones. The only manufacturer that I have used that has managed to solve that for me has been Huawei. I think their curved screens are still very resistant to accidental taps. I don't know what algorithm they've used, so they're very good with that. But everything else, generally, for me, is better on a flat versus a curved screen. So I was very excited when I heard that the Note 20 might have a flat screen because it works out much nicer for me. But then when I heard that that might not be 120 hertz, that was super disappointing. So yes, Samsung give it and Samsung take it, unfortunately. So yeah, that's my. Yeah, absolutely. And look, one of the other things about the Note that was always there was the massive screen. And with the S20, Samsung raised the stakes. So the Ultra had what, a 6.8 or 6.9 inch screen, the regular S20 Ultra. So I doubt the Note is going to be any bigger than that. So, I just feel that the Note this year is very much the S20 Ultra with a pen stuck to it. The same screen size, same performance, all of that is exactly the same. And I don't know. I'm generally excited about Note devices. I think the S Pen is a fantastic add-on, and yeah, you're absolutely right. Where I think a pen makes much better sense on a flat screen versus a curved screen. I mean, we've got notebooks, and what do you see? Do you see a curve? No, it's a flat screen, right? I mean, you write on it on a flat display, and you're absolutely right. It should be much better from a flat screen perspective. But Samsung likes to display their prowess when it comes to curved screens. So yeah, on the Note 20, you're right. I mean, I don't know what to get excited about on the Note 20. Specs wise, it's going to be the same as the S20. Screen size is going to be the same. Yes, the design is going to be slightly nicer, but I hope they surprise me with something. Yes. The camera on the S20 Ultra, yes, absolutely agree with you. Where it was very inconsistent. A lot of times you're trying to, especially when it came to focusing, Samsung made a lot of improvement over monthly updates to the S20 Ultra. So where it started out at launch, I think the camera was a great camera if you wanted to capture anything that didn't move. You'd get a fantastic shot. But for capturing anything that moves, right. So are we back? All right, cool. Yeah, always issues that we work with when live streaming. Right, so coming to the camera on the S20 Ultra, I think it was a great camera if you just wanted to capture anything that was still and not moving. But anytime you introduced anything that moves, whether it's a cat, a baby, or whatever else it is, it would go out of focus more often than you would like it to, unfortunately. This was my biggest complaint with it. Then the thing was that as good of a camera it was, we saw the Huawei P40 Pro come out. And for me, that is the benchmark camera on smartphones right now. I think it's a phenomenal camera, especially when the light goes down. And it's not just Huawei. I think even the Oppo Find X2 Pro had a fantastic camera on it as well. So there were a lot of other phones that kind of came out that upped the camera game. So where the S20 at launch appeared to be an amazing camera, unfortunately, it didn't live up to expectations. And if they're using the same sensor on the Note 20, hopefully it's tweaked, especially in the two areas that I'd like it tweaked is in obviously faster focusing, and then definitely better low light photography as well. It's good in low light photography. I'm not saying the S20 Ultra is bad. It's good, but it's not up to the others, the ones that I mentioned. So I'm hoping that they do improve on these two things. Having said that, I think the Note 10's camera is fine. I mean, there isn't anything wrong with it, right? I mean, it's not your flagship camera. It's not the camera that competes with the highest end phones, but it's a pretty decent camera. So I'm not, I guess the camera improvement to me isn't necessarily very exciting. I think the cameras are just fine on the Note. I wouldn't necessarily buy the Note for the camera itself. That's a good question. I don't know, honestly speaking. I think the Note, where it exists right now, is in a pretty good state, right? It's the only phone with a fantastic stylus. So if that is something that you enjoy using, then I think the Note 20 is in a very, very, very good place. I mean, adding the improvements that the S20 brought to the Note series will make any previous Note user happy with the upgrades. Now, if you are coming from another flagship phone, whether that's a Huawei or an Oppo or whatever else, I don't know if you're going to be super impressed with it outside the S Pen capabilities. I think that is pretty much the only trick Samsung has got left with the Note series now. So I'm really hoping that as far as the S Pen is concerned, they show us something very innovative, very new, very exciting, because that is really the only trick left in the Note's book. For sure. I think they're definitely going to play on the work from home concept. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, the extendability of the phone is something that Samsung can definitely play on, and I think the Note is very well suited to take good advantage of that. So let's wait and see what's revealed on the 15th of no 5th of August. Sorry.
Yes, let's quickly take up a few questions that we have from the viewers, and then we should be able to wrap this up. So Srivatsa asks, what about charging? Can we expect 100 watts? So to give everyone context, just 2 weeks ago we had Oppo, Realme, and Vivo, and even Xiaomi in an extent talk about bringing 125-watt charging to their phones in the near future. In terms of the Note 20, what do you think?
I
Will
have
we be that optimistic, or do you think Samsung will play it safe once again?
I have just to sort of point out to the viewers on YouTube and Facebook, the question was asked was if Samsung Note 20 will support 100 watts charging or not, 100 watts fast charging or not. I have just one word to answer that, which is Note 7. I don't think Samsung's gonna, take any bold steps when it comes to battery technology. The Note 7 is still fresh in people's minds, so I think they're gonna play it safe. Maybe 40 watts is something that might be happening on the Note, but I don't see them going very aggressive on the battery front.
I don't expect more than 25 when the Note 20, to be honest.
Fair enough.
And what other questions? Do you have any other questions on your side?
Well, I unfortunately don't have anything that I can look into right now because we're obviously experiencing a little bit of a streaming issue here. We're just trying to put the fires out on there. But yeah, if there aren't any other questions from your listeners, then let's just wrap it up.
Yeah, I think we were able to cover all the points we had. In 2 weeks' time, we know who was right, who was wrong, and how will Samsung fare this time.
No, fantastic. Absolutely. It was a pleasure speaking with you, Akash. Let's do this a little bit more often. Let's plan it out a little bit better as well. I would like to apologize to viewers watching this on YouTube and Facebook. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Akash to show up on the feed using Microsoft Teams. I'm going to call it Microsoft. Sorry, you failed us this time. We're going to try Google Meet next time. Maybe, hopefully, that works a little bit better and try to get you into the live stream. But thank you very much for watching. And if you have any questions, please do let us know about the Galaxy Note 20. This is Abbas from TechRadar signing out. Stay tuned to TechRadar for everything in the